All right, welcome to Milkman's Woodworking. I started a project. I guess should have started this thing a little bit earlier. I have cut these boards right here already. I'm making a round table. Uh, Thankful for the ladies at Shanny Sheep's plans. I've done it once. I'll go in here and show you a picture of it, but I've cut these boards right here down for the top, and I'm getting ready to drill pocket holes in them. I had to go upstairs and see what the final alignment is for this last board right here for the pocket hose. And then you see the 2x6s over there. Pardon me for my dog. He wants to go outside, but that's for the base. And I'll show you how I cut those down. And this is it right here. I didn't make the top for it. My next door neighbor gave it to me. He found it on the side of the road. Wondered if I could do anything with it. And I saw the plans that the ladies had did on Shanny the Sheep. So I just modify them just a little bit. And but this time I'm going to make the top also. So let's get started. All right. This is the last board, the middle board. There's two of these. You got to find 1 inch and 7/8 on each end. I don't even know what I did with my pencil. What happened to me, an old football coach? Be right back. Not the same pencil. Plans. 1 inch and 7/8. Hold on, let me make sure something first. Let's see which one I like best. This side's gonna be the top side. You make sure you do all that every time. I forget half the time about checking which one's top, which one's bottom. Even though it's got a little writing on it. The person I'm making this for, she wants it black, so it really won't matter about the knots and things popping out. It's true stain like, so I'll go with this side down. This is the last board right here. I've already done this for all the other boards. 1 inch and 7/8. 1 inch and 7/8. This center board is actually 50 inches long. 1 inch 7/8. Some of my friends says I need to stop at some point, maybe talk a little football. I need 6 pocket hoses. There's 2, so I can get 4 more. go 10. probably know a little bit more. Well, some people argue with that. Still am. I'm semi-retired, like I've told y'all before. I'm actually an elementary school PE teacher now, and I coach ninth grade offensive line for 29 years. I was a varsity coach. Actually, was head coach for 12, I think that's right. And those 12 years, we actually ran the offense that Army and Navy run, the triple. Love it. Come on flat back. Full scoops on the back side, see people's legs flip up in the air. It was always great. Some people didn't like it too much, but I always thought it was a great offense. Nowadays, everybody's running this zone stuff. And we'll go over in a little bit. I'll add a little football coaching to it. What I've taught and what I've stolen, borrowed, as almost all football coaches do. Same with this woodworking stuff. Let y'all see what y'all think. Alright, about to start now. I'm going to start drilling these holes. Got my Kreg jig set up. 1.5 inch bore thickness. I've cut them all down to 5 inches. It's the worst part to me about all this is getting this part right here set up. Probably not really quite high enough for it to do. That's it, what I need. I wish it was need one of those new ones. Just kind of crank it to where it needs to be. As you can see, this takes a little bit of time, but it's fun. But yeah, not very good at this. I took this up a couple of years ago as a hobby. My daughter asked me to make a table. I've never done anything like that before in my life, so I borrowed my dad's miter saw, which I still have. It's been about 3 years ago. Sorry, Dad. And basically took plans from the ladies again from Shannon the Sheep, made my daughter a table. And then from there, I just kind of got to where I kind of like this stuff a little bit. So I'm going to drill a couple holes right here. I'm going to plug in the back to the Kreg jig right here to kind of get, so I won't make such a mess. And we'll get right back to you here in a second. I'm going to let you watch a couple of these. Battery's about gone. know if that's a smart thing to do, but that helps a little bit right there. All right, come back here in a few minutes. I'll try to finish up all these boards. All right, so I've got my first two boards together right here, the two center pieces. And got the ends clamped down right there. Then I'm going to bring the other ones in just to make sure I got a good tight flush fit. That's the biggest clamps I got. It's only got two and they're 50 inches. And we'll just do it one board at a time. And we'll use their plans about how far to spread them out. So just these right here, like I said, are 50 inches. These boards are 50 inches. My these clamps are 50 inches. And like I said, there's probably another way to do this. It probably ain't right. Like so, forgive me. I'm new to kind of all this stuff. I have a good time. All right, got my drill, and my screws right here. We'll see if we can't get this thing going. This might be overkill. But maybe a little overkill. I may get my impact wrench instead. Gotta get that battery. There's something else I want to try today. Also, got that. Let me go here. Got about the drain bin down here. Bust the pipe. Wow, that didn't feel good. All right, one down. Hey there, and welcome to Milkman's Woodworking. I'm Mark Loudermilk. I'm a semi-retired high school teacher, football coach. A little bit about my background. I have been a teacher slash coach for the last 34 years. I retired at 29 here in the state of Georgia. Had enough to make 30. And the big reason why I retired was so I could go watch my son, Mac Loudermilk, who was, as you can tell by the hat, who was the punter at UCF a few years back. About 3 years ago, I took up the hobby of woodworking, trying to, and you'll see on the videos that I got more blood and bruises and stuff from woodworking than I do mainly from coaching. I'm an offensive line coach. That's what I've normally done for the last 29 for the last 34 years, actually. And I say semi-retired. I work a half a day here in the state of Georgia. I actually now teach elementary school PE. And when I retired to go watch my son, I started doing 9th grade offensive line. And so from my background, I spent, most of my career was like running power or the triple, like Army and Navy. And in the last 12 to 14 years has been now doing zone and inside outside zone, little pin pull, counter, power, that kind of stuff. And so I'm just going to give you a few things that I've learned along the way. Maybe it can help y'all, and then maybe y'all get a kick out of me trying to do a little woodworking too. You may not like none of it. But as far as our standpoint and what we do, if we're running inside zone, and let's say we're going to the right. And our first defense today is what we'll go over is a 3-4 defense back. When I was coming up and graduated way back in 19, and even played ball at West Georgia in 83 and all the way up through, it was a 50. And nowadays it's called 3-4. These cats aren't called tackles no more, they're ends. These guys out here are not ends, they're outside linebackers, so that way it makes everybody happy. And for us, if we're running inside zone to the right side, let's say, we're going to come up to the line of scrimmage, and basically we're going to adjust our splits. So it's not up here on this board, but we're going to adjust our splits. We're going to come up in a 2-point stance. And then our quarterback is going to give us a cadence. He's going to either say, so let's just say 22. When he says 22, we're going to pop down. And what we're going to do, we're going to have smart splits. Because on our right side versus this top look right here versus this top look, our right side is going to widen their splits out. We may make this split right here between this guard and tackle 4 feet, maybe even go out to 4.5 to 5. And this guard is going to widen out. Also, he's going to make his anywhere between 3 to 4. We're going to try to create a running lane. Because for us, we want this play now versus this look right here, possibly to hit in the A gap front side to the back side A gap. Okay, just depending. So we're going to come up, and our center and our right tackle are going to make a call right now since we're running zone to the right. They're going to look, and basically the tackle's going to say push, 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 push. So we can get everybody kind of counted for. He's going to make a push call, and a 2 right, 2 right, 2 right, 2 right. This lets everybody know that we're going to block the next man to our right. So what's going to happen is our right tackle, y'all have to excuse me, this door may open up a little bit, but our right tackle is going to step. That guy on the line of scrimmage, he is going to step for his near shoulder. And his aiming point is going to be the near shoulder. We're going to try to kick that guy out. All right. Our guard is going to also step for the near shoulder. Not the V of the neck, not the far shoulder, but we're going to step for the near shoulder in case they try to spike or slant hard inside, and that way they can't cross our face. So let me draw this up a little bit better. Bang, there, bang, there. All right. Now our center, when he came up, he pointed, he made his call. They're gonna work a combo, him and the backside guard are gonna work a combo to that linebacker right there, the front side linebacker, the play side linebacker. Again, smart splits before he got down. This guard here cut his split down to help himself out. All right, so now we're gonna work a combo. He's gonna step right foot, left foot, and he's gonna attack the play side number. And he's eyeballing the front side backer. We use what we call a double tap. We try to keep our shoulders square. All right, I don't know if you can see in the picture right there, but our left guard is going to be stepping with his feet. He's going to step 1, 2, 1, 2. He's going to come up. We call it a double tap. 1, 2, 1, 2, squaring up. He's trying to get his eyes down the middle of the nose. We're trying to get vertical push. All right, and then we're going to read this guy right here. We're not going to come off until we can almost physically touch that linebacker. So we got a hat for a hat there. Our backside tackle, he's going to try to widen his split. He's going to anywhere between 3 to 4 feet. He's going to try to widen. He is going to try to release inside for the backside linebacker because we want to read that guy right there. And then we're hoping to put this guy in a bind because we're either going to be in some type of, you know, nowadays everything's spread. So either we're going to be in, let's say, you know, twins, trips open, something to try to get this cat and really this cat out of the box. But if not, then we ought to have some type of one-on-one where we can, the quarterback's going to read this guy and he's going to come off and he's going to do something with that guy right there. But we are trying to release hard inside. And then we want to go climb to the backside linebacker. Now, if this guy slants hard inside, as we're releasing inside, then we're going to try to take him and wash him down. Okay? Zone to the right. And the quarterback should pull it and then come out and then do whatever he's going to do. Now, on the bottom look right here, we're still going to make a push call. All right? And we're still going to make a 2 right call. And our center's still going to point. That's who he's working to. But now we don't have to go right now. We don't have to go right now. So we're going to do what we call a deuce push. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Combo block between the guard and the tackle. Okay? I'm going to step, basically, outside foot, inside foot, because I know I got help. He's still going to aim and point still for the near shoulder. Sometimes if we really get it hard inside, we may even double tap it. Just keep everything vertical, keep everything square. But then we're going to work to this cat right here. But if not, we're going to stay on this block. And again, I don't come off till I can physically touch. Physically touch. We want to try to get vertical push. Play side foot, backside foot, double tap over. We're comboing up to this backer here. And again, same deal. I try to release inside and climb to the backer unless that guy slants. Then I lock onto him. That's just how we kind of block the 3-4 defense. Hope that helps a little bit. I can go into a lot more detail. Y'all just y'all send me a message and I'll be glad to respond to it, good or bad. If it's bad, then you know I'll keep it to myself. But this is just some of the things that we do, and I hope it helps a little bit. And I hope you continue to watch Milkman's Woodworking as I try to build this round table. Thank y'all. All right, got a little blood. Like I said, football coach, just trying to make a hobby out of this stuff right here. All right, according to my plans, I gotta have an inch from these boards right here. I need an inch. The only way I really be accurate, set this on the inch. And let me kind of play with it. dead on right there. It's not going to be right there. There it is. All right, inch and an inch. Let's tighten these bad boys up right here a little bit. Get a little slight. There, down there. Yeah. Y'all knew, didn't you? Y'all knew before I did. I need these two really squeezed together. So, get some of this junk moved. Show y'all this pipe right here in a second. Stick something in my basement floor. Alright, now let's try to do this thing all over again. Finger hurts. Check the other end. What y'all think? Yes, sir. And yes, sir. All right. So tighten these clamps. Get these bad boys going. See what we do first. Just tighten these leaves down first. Leave much stuff in. We've got a small clamp down here somewhere. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Nice. Alright. We'll come back when I get through with all this. Let y'all see what you think then. Hold on. Alright, had to go back and got to put the glue in between, so I had to go back and take some apart and glue them up. Didn't take long. Get a little bit better at it. This is the last board right here. That's my drill down the other end of it, not very small. I know there's a brush, probably makes this a lot easier. Like I've said before, I'm just an old offensive line coach. I know, I promised y'all we'll go over inside zone versus a 3-4 defense today. No tight end. What calls we make nowadays. And how we make our calls. Alright, so inch, 3 inches, and on this last board is going to be 5 inches. Whew. Like it when a plan comes together, as they used to say. Should have done that sooner. Let's finish this thing up and see what it looks like. Take everything off. We'll flip it over, wipe it down, got to glue off everything. There we go. Made a mess. Lift this thing up. Gotta be careful. Have to be very careful. Wipe off some of that glue. See what this bad boy looks like. All right, so there it is, the top. And now I'll try something I've never done here in a little bit. Maybe tomorrow. I'll maybe try today. But find the center and then take my router and go around and make this bad boy a round table. All right, so I don't have a plunge, I think that's what it's called, a plunge router. I just have that little router right there. And I made my jig like she was talking about. I measured 24 inches from there. I found a center port on the table, and I've made 3 passes so far. I could get my bottom part to fit on there, so as you can look and get down here and see, you can see where the screws are going into the table also, but you can see the groove. Hold on one second. And almost a half inch down, so, and that's 3 passes. I know some of y'all probably laughing. I would be too, though, I guess. All right, just got through cutting the table out, or routing the table out. You can see some of the pieces. Another piece down in the table, and there's the other one for my pile. Gonna do a little sanding. Got to do a lot of sanding on the top, but I think it turned out pretty good. I'll probably, on the top, to help round it out a little bit, I'll probably take a round over bit and go around the edge right there when I get through sanding, then hit it a little bit, and then maybe on the bottom also. I don't know. I'll ask the customer to make sure. They may want to put a little groove in it. But this router right here I got last year, I think for my birthday, either my birthday or Christmas. And you know, it did the trick. I didn't need that plunger router, whatever they called it, with the handle. My screws there started coming out right there at the end. I'm sorry. You can kind of see. But you know, made a pass. Dialed it down a little bit. On this one right here, you know, you can open it up and dial it down. 1 battery. If you watch the video of the Shane the Chic, you know, she's got the handles and everything, just kept pushing. I think it took me 8 to 9 times around. The hardest part was vacuuming out the groove as you're going around, because it would get kind of compacted. You have to take it like she does in her video. I have to take a screwdriver, kind of loosen everything up. I started with the little back right there, but I had to move to the bigger back right there to get this thing, get all everything sucked out. But I'm happy. I've never done that before. I'm very pleased with my little jig there I made. People may laugh at it because it's pretty flimsy, but it did the trick. So now on to build the base. In case you hear the noise also, I'm gonna kind of go up, excuse my stack stuff right there, but I have 1, 2, I've got 3, and then there's one more fan right there for 4. They have a air filters in front of them and behind to try to catch some of this sawdust in here, because it's not. I get one of these days on that back wall right there, I need to make me a vent. Just finished. Started with 80, then 120, and then 200. A little wavy. Got most of the, I guess the ridges where it fitted up. I don't know what you call it. It's the only bad thing about using framing lumber. You know, you got to take what you get. Like I said, the next thing to do would be probably either tonight or start tomorrow on the base, and then get it put together and all sanded up. And I think they want this thing black and then stressed a little bit under that natural color, and then put maybe a coat of satin poly on it or something like that. Earlier today when I tripped my pipes in my basement right there. Sometimes I get to working and don't look down, and I about broke my neck on that one right there today. About fell, and I got another pipe right there. One of these days I'll have me a toilet down here maybe, but if I do, it's going to take up my shop or room in my shop. But hope you enjoyed that today. Just a little bit about doing the round table. Hope you come back and visit, and we'll have another video, part 2 maybe, of doing the base. Thank you very much.